So who is the true successor to the Roman Empire? This is basically like a 1,000-year-old Jordan versus LeBron, who's the GOAT debate, but we may as well dive into it. And to do that, we're gonna need a lot of backstory. So this is probably gonna be a multi-parter. The Roman Empire is a massive, multi-ethnic empire that surrounds the entire Mediterranean Sea. Because it's so big, it has a huge diversity of issues. And therefore, 285, Diocletian, he's the emperor, he decides that he's gonna divide the empire into multiple pieces, the eastern and western halves, just to make running the show a little bit easier. So this process starts in 285, finalized for good in 395. Constantinople is chosen to be the new capital of the Eastern Empire. That's modern day Istanbul. Most people in this half of the empire do speak Greek, but they always refer to themselves as Romans, using the term Romei, which is just Greek for Roman. They'll continue to cook as an empire and an imperial banner until 1453, so for like another 1,000 years. In the west, however, starts falling apart like pretty much immediately. Gets sacked by various Gothic tribes that just keep invading from the north. And eventually in the year 476, so like about 100 years later, this guy Odoacer finishes off for good. So the western half, like basically modern France, Britain, Spain, Germany kind of, Italy, is just going to fall into like a long period of disunity and chaos until power reconsolidates in the medieval period. This is around the time of the Crusades. The eastern half, however, is going to survive and even thrives without its Latinic counterpart. The bulk of that time it experienced what you can call a golden age. It even will make passes at reconquering some of the lost western territory from time to time. You don't win forever though. The empire is whittled away slowly but surely by early conflicts with the Persians to the east, which are pretty much pointless and just decide where like the arbitrary border is going to be, just moving a couple feet at a time. It doesn't make them super weak or anything, but it leaves them vulnerable to the rise of the Arab states under the Islamic Caliphate. The Arabs, now unified on the banner of Islam, quickly take land in the Levant and North Africa away from the Byzantines, and they'll never really reclaim that territory. And eventually, Turkish tribes will invade from Central Asia and dominate those Arab tribes, then take even more of the Byzantine land, and then even more migrate in response to the Mongols taking over their former lands in Central Asia. And probably the last priming factor for the Eastern Roman Empire's collapse is that the Crusaders from the west will take over and occupy Constantinople and the heartland of the empire and hold it for like 50 years. And this will leave the Eastern Romans at the height of their vulnerability. So in 1453, under the Sultan Mehmed II, the Ottomans will siege and conquer Constantinople, ending the empire for good. So now it's officially fallen. Who gets to claim this vaunted imperial legacy? Follow for the next video, which we'll talk about the first of many claims, the Ottomans.